I used to think that the worst thing in life was to end up alone. It's not. The worst thing in life is to end up with people who make you feel alone. No matter what people tell you, words and ideas can change the world. What's right is what's left if you do everything else wrong. Why do they call it rush hour when nothing moves? Never pick a fight with an ugly person, they've got nothing to lose. Reality is just a crutch for people who can't cope with drugs. Spring is nature's way of saying, let's party. You're only given a little spark of madness. You mustn't lose it. Canada is like a loft apartment over a really great party. For me, comedy starts as a spew, a kind of explosion, and then you sculpt it from there, if at all. It comes out of a deeper, darker side. Maybe it comes from anger, because I'm outraged by cruel absurdities, the hypocrisy that exists everywhere, even within yourself, where it's hardest to see. Comedy can be a cathartic way to deal with personal trauma. If heaven exists, to know that there's laughter, that would be a great thing. People say satire is dead. It's not dead, it's alive and living in the White House. Do I perform sometimes in a manic style? Yes. Am I manic all the time? No. Do I get sad? Oh yeah. Does it hit me hard? Oh yeah. I think it's great when stories are dark and strange and weirdly personal. Divorce is expensive. I used to joke they were going to call it all the money, but they changed it to alimony. It's ripping your heart out through your wallet. If it's the psychic network, why do they need a phone number? The Second Amendment says we have the right to bear arms, not to bear artillery. Look at the walls of Pompeii. That's what got the internet started. When Jonathan Winters died, it was like, oh, man. I knew he was frail, but I always thought he was going to last longer. I knew him as being really funny, but at the same time, he had a dark side. Politics is so personal, vicious and immediate, how are you going to get anything done? Even the local politics where I live have gotten so ugly. When you look at Prince Charles, don't you think that someone in the royal family knew someone in the royal family? My mother's idea of natural childbirth was giving birth without makeup. She was hyper-positive the world is a wonderful place, rainbows and unicorns. If you said anything contrary to her, you were basically exiled. I basically started performing for my mother, going, love me. What drives you to perform is the need for that primal connection. When I was little, my mother was funny with me, and I started to be charming and funny for her, and I learned that by being entertaining, you make a connection with another person. We had gay burglars the other night. They broke in and rearranged the furniture. Okra is the closest thing to nylon I've ever eaten. It's like they bred cotton with a green bean. Okra tastes like snot. The more you cook it, the more it turns into string. The idea of having a steady job is appealing. We've had cloning in the South for years. It's called Cousins. One of my favorite actors of all time, although he doesn't necessarily play villains, is Peter Lorre. I do believe in love. It's wonderful, especially love third time around. It's even more precious. It's kind of amazing. The essential truth is that sometimes you're worried that they'll find out it's a fluke, that you don't really have it. You've lost the muse, or the worst dread, you never had it at all. I went through all that madness early on. I bought one of the first Nintendo systems and brought that home, and we were playing Legend of Zelda at the time, and it was addicting, and I was playing it for hours and hours and hours. A woman would never make a nuclear bomb. They would never make a weapon that kills. No. They'd make a weapon that makes you feel bad for a while.
Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. We hope you enjoyed this video and found it both entertaining and informative. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you even more exciting videos in the future. Until next time, take care and stay curious.